Hey everybody, hey, Carlotta Berry here, hopping on. Happy Friday, or happy whichever day you see this video. Guys, what I want to talk about today is making yourself a priority. Making yourself a priority, putting yourself first, and being able to say no when you need to say no. Not from a place of selfishness, but from a place of taking care of yourself and making sure that you get what you need, because life, it has its challenges. And in order to get through this life, you need to be healthy and whole. You need to be happy. You need to be filled with joy. You need to be responsible to yourself, right? And so what prompted me to talk about this subject is when I left the house to come out here to get a little cardio, I had to leave behind my furry friend. And it was really tough for me to do that. I'm dog sitting this weekend. And when I go, I tend to take him with me all the time. Well, because it's daylight saving time, and when I get off work, because I'm still working, I'm on my break, when I get off, it's going to be dark. So I won't be able to get any cardio in. And I took him outside in the back, played with him, and actually he's been out in the back twice today at my place. So he's fine. He has eaten, he has used the restroom, he's peed and he's pooped, and he's totally fine. But what happened, guys, is as I was putting on my jacket and my shoes and getting all dressed up in my outerwear, he's thinking he's going with me. And his tail is a wagging and he's excited and happy. And I had to leave him. I looked at him, gave him a treat, and I said, I'll be back. And he looked so sad. It's so pathetic because I was leaving him. And I had to tell myself, Carlotta, no, you're not taking him because you need to get out. You need to get out and you want to move pretty quickly. And so it made me think about how I'm wired, and I've been like this most of my life. It's so important to do self-reflection and introspect and really be honest and true with yourself and, see where you can get better in your personal development and, just how you are relationally with others and with yourself and, how you take care of yourself. It's getting a little warm out here. And so what I've noticed, along with leaving Royal by himself and me feeling kind of sad that I left him, what I've noticed is it helps when you tell yourself, okay, he's okay. I'm not causing any pain or suffering. This is not coming from a negative space. I'm doing this. I'm leaving him behind because I need to get a really fast walk in by myself. I need this. And so he'll be okay. And what I challenge you to do is when you say yes to yourself and no to someone else or no to something they've asked you to do, really step back, think about it and say, okay, this is not coming from an ill will place. This derives from me really wanting to take care of myself. And what I can say is, I think it's with my age and getting older, I'm really, you start to learn some things and you begin to get honest with yourself, especially if you want to do better in life all the way around. And what I've noticed is I've struggled for many years with putting myself first. And one of the reasons is because I just thought that And being a good person, being a Christian, you're supposed to be available to others, and you don't want to be perceived as selfish. And I don't know, I think somewhere in my head I was even thinking or asking myself, am I being selfish? And so I'm still trying to work that all out and try to figure out where that all came from. But I'm getting better at putting my needs before others. And it may be because I'm on the other side of life, meaning that I've lived more time. I've lived more years, and I don't have many more years to go when it comes to, the chronological aspect of it. I've lived over half of my life. In the Bible, it says we have at least, I think it's 70 years or 75 years. If you get any more than that, then you're really blessed. And so if it's not now, it's never. If it's not right now that I don't start putting myself up on that priority list, life is really going to pass me by. So I'm challenging you, that person who is struggling with putting others before you, on the regular, when you know you need to get out and exercise. You need to get your rest. You need to pass on that event or that trip or that activity coming up because you don't have the finances. And you need to put back those finances because you have other goals in line, and it's not going to pan out. It's not going to work out for you if you're not being responsible with your finances. It's just very interesting, and it's a challenge, but I'm going to encourage you each and every day to think about how you can put yourself first and start saying no more, and I don't mean from a selfish standpoint. I mean from a place of loving yourself and knowing what you want. And some of us don't know what we want in life, and that's why we say yes to everyone else. But I just wanted to hop on here as I was thinking about how I was feeling with leaving my furry friend, leaving him behind just to get out for a little bit and feeling a little guilty. And I literally had to tell myself, you're not doing anything bad by getting out for a moment because you want to beat the dark, because it is going to get dark early. So here I am out here getting my cardio in, and it feels wonderful. And I challenge you to think about what is it that you need to start doing for yourself. The people who are asking you to do all the things or to show up for them in so many ways, you can't be mad at them because they're getting what they want. They're being assertive and they're asking you for what they want you to do for them. And it's up to you to say no if you can't do it, and know that, and think about why you're saying no. And if you're saying no because you can't do it, or it's for the betterment of yourself and where you're trying to go in life, your health, all the way around, your finances, whatever it is, or you just don't want to do it, then be okay with that. Be okay with that. And know that, people will say sometimes, oh, you're just selfish. Go along with them and say, okay, then I am. But I have to really think about that and ask myself, where did that come from? Why is it that I always would feel guilty if I told someone no? And I really wish I would have gotten to this point in life before now. And so if you can catch this and get this, and you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, then, my hat goes off to you. Speaking of my hat, I have on a New York hat. I went to New York last year or the year before last. last year. And it was a wonderful trip. I always wanted to go there. And I was able to go last year, and it was such a blessing. And I'm praying and trusting and believing that I'm about to have many more first, because as I have said before, you may or may not have heard this, moving forward, I am being very intentional in making myself a priority. And it's been a slow progression, but I'm getting better and better at it. And so I encourage you, if you're not doing it already, to begin to say yes to yourself. You know, I read something, I'm reading so many books. I think this book is Redeem Your Time. And this particular chapter, and it talks about saying yes to yourself more. And it says you should actually be saying no more often to others than yes. That when it comes to time, which is a span in your life, you need to be very selective in what you say yes to. That was crazy. A bird just flew over me and I could hear his wings flapping. That was amazing. Anyway, guys, I tend to digress when I'm talking. But yes, you need to say yes less to others and no more to others, and yes more to you. So anyway, I'm gonna make it back to my car, and I just hopped on to share that with you, that it is okay to love yourself, take good care of yourself. And in doing that, you're gonna find yourself saying yes to you more, and the world's gonna open up to you more. You're going to feel lighter, more free, and liberated. And one other thing, I know you've heard this time and time again, that the word no is a sentence. You don't even have to give an explanation for it. Just say no. No, no, and no. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much for listening. Always know that God is real. He loves you. He's rooting for us all to win. And stop having a problem with saying yes more to yourself. Alrighty, guys, I'll see you later. Be blessed and enjoy your week. Bye-bye. See you later. Have peace.